Hello everyone. I have gotten a lot of similar questions and I wanted to do a video about plateauing. So this may or may not refer to you, or maybe you are not losing, you're still losing, but you're not losing the amount you want. Here are some things you can look at. So I made a list of things I'm gonna go through, and then hopefully that you can try this week that maybe will resolve your issues and we can move forward from that. So the first thing I want to address is exercise. So maybe you could be doing too much exercise or too little. If you are working out 5 to 6 times a week, it might be too much for your body. It depends on how many carbs you're eating. If you're working out 5 to 6 times a week and you're eating under 100 carbs, you might actually need more food, and working out so much could prevent you from losing some weight. It could also not give your body enough time to rest. So maybe you want to try not working out as much. But if you want to continue to work out as much, maybe you do need to increase your food. Sleep is another thing. How much sleep are you getting? Are you getting good quality sleep? Sleep is the time for your body to rest, rejuvenate, and do what it's supposed to do, which is burn fat and burn fuel. So make sure your sleep is on point. That's a huge one I always ask if people are plateauing or not, or getting frustrated. Sleep, water, the other thing, you know what I push, 100 ounces a day, drinking that water. The next one is the carbs. What are your carbs at? What's your number? Do you know? So getting a food log going and knowing what you're actually putting into your body. And like it goes back to that working out. If you're working out like crazy, maybe you do need some more carbs. Or if you're really not working out and you're still eating 200 carbs a day, maybe you got to cut those back a little bit and cut back some fat a little bit. So check that out. More protein in the morning. So you don't have to eat breakfast every day. You don't have to make it a big deal if that's not your time, depending on your schedule. But sometimes it helps if you eat more protein and fat and more of your food in the beginning of the day, so you're not starving all day. You kind of get a really good full filling in the morning, and you're going to use that to help you go out the entire day. I find that if I don't eat a good breakfast, I'm picking the whole day, and I'm picking at the wrong things, and it just turns into like a vicious cycle for my day. So really trying to pack in your protein and your fats in the morning to help you set off right could help. Caffeine. I will never take caffeine away from you. There's nothing wrong with caffeine, but sometimes if you're drinking too much caffeine, it could, one, mess with your cortisol levels, which is your hormones, which your hormones control your fat. It could be messing with that and holding you back. And too much caffeine could also be messing with your sleep, which goes back to something else that may be a problem. So maybe consider your caffeine drinks, and that counts for tea, coffee, any type of caffeine. Checking out your body cues. So making sure you're intact with what is a hunger cue, what is a bored cue. Are you really hungry? Are you bored? Are you emotionally eating because something happened, or are you eating because you're actually physically hungry? Trying to determine what those cues are from your body. I get a really bad headache if I'm starving. So, and then working out cues as well. If you are tired, then maybe you shouldn't go and work out. If you're exhausted and your body is telling you that you need to take a nap instead of work out, then that's what you should do. That's probably a good idea. So there, not only are there emotional, food, hunger cues, but there's some body workout cues you can pay attention to as well. Food sensitivity. Is there something maybe that you are sensitive to that we haven't discovered yet? And maybe it could be beef, it could be eggs, it could be chicken, it could be peanuts, it could be avocados. Is there something that makes you feel bad when you eat it? And feeling bad when you eat it, meaning like you're getting bloated, you're getting puffy, you're retaining water, you're constipated. Maybe there's something in your diet that your body is sensitive to that it doesn't like, so it's gonna not help you in the weight loss area. So you can really, again, food logs can help you determine what that is. What was the last thing? How about your bathroom? Going to the bathroom. Are you going to the bathroom every day? And I'm talking about number 2. If you're not going to the bathroom every day, That could relate to a food sensitivity. That could relate to what you're eating. That could relate to going back to food logs and figuring out what it is. It could relate to not drinking enough water. It could even relate to not eating enough sodium. Sometimes cutting out sodium in your diet halts everything in your system and prevents you from going too. So that could even be a simple fix. And when you do eat sodium, you want to be drinking tons of water. But that's something to consider. If you think you've checked everything off on our list, you're still not going to the bathroom, a chiropractor can help. Sometimes it's an easy adjustment. Something's not lined up in your hips or your back can help you get things moving. But that's something to consider as well. So if you've gone through everything we've talked about and you're still not losing and you're following the diet 80%, 20%, you feel really confident about the food you're eating and what you're doing, then maybe it is time to try a fast. So a fast is something that you would do once in a week. You don't want to do it every day, but you just try it once. And this is something similar. This is something we've been doing forever. Now the keto does it. It's all hand in hand with keto. So you take a break from food for 18 to 20 hours. I would say that means eating a late dinner, or an early dinner, like 4 o'clock dinner. And then you finish your day, you go to sleep, you can drink water. In the morning, you can drink black coffee with no macros in it, no cream or sugar. Drink water and hold off your lunch until like 12 o'clock. So it gives your body a break. It's not putting your body in starvation mode. It's not damaging to your system or metabolism. It's kind of like a little kick in the pants to your system of like, hey, maybe we should start burning some of that fat that we have as fuel since we haven't gotten any food. So it's kind of like a nice little reset. And this is something that Dr. Atkins did with his diet when his was so popular. It's something that's done within the keto. So something worth trying, but it really doesn't work if everything else isn't on point. It really won't help you, but majority of the time it will. So that is what I have for you. I hope this helps with any plateaus you're having or any frustration you're having. Please post comments and questions below and I can get to them. Thanks.